This is Voice of Korea.
This is Voice of Korea.
This is Voice of Korea.
This is Voice of Korea. Dear listeners, now we start the English language service of Voice of Korea from Pyongyang, the capital of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
We present the immortal revolutionary paean, Song of General Kim Il-sung. Here is the immortal revolutionary paean, Song of General Kim Jong-il.
You are listening to VOK, Voice of Korea, News Now. Officials and workers of the Sangwon Cement Complex are increasing the production to carry out the decisions of the 11th plenary meeting of the 8th Central Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea. The Sangwon limestone mine secures sufficient amount of ores for guaranteeing the increased cement production through consecutive blasting for hitting this year's goal. Meanwhile, extra-official lecturers from the capital city of Pyongyang conducted powerful propaganda activities at the complex to encourage the workers in their active efforts to increase the production. Now the workers of the Sangwon Cement Complex are making innovations day and night to attain the goal of increased cement production without fail. More than 70 young people in South Hamgyong province volunteered to work in major sites of the socialist construction with an ideal and ambition to demonstrate the mettle of the Korean youth in the implementation of the decisions of the 11th plenary meeting of the 8th Central Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea. A meeting was held in the city of Hamhung to congratulate the volunteers who would work at difficult and challenging sectors in the province, including the Simpo City offshore farm, raw material bases of regional industry factories and coal mines. Present at the meeting were Lee Jong-nam, Chief Secretary of the South Hamgyong Provincial Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea, Youth League officials and young people. Certificates were awarded to the volunteers. The volunteers hardened their will to perform feats contributing to the overall prosperity and development of the state, as befitting young vanguards who grew up in the bosom of the respected fatherly Marshal Kim Jong-un. They were warmly sent off by the officials, youth and students. The reclamation of the Sokwa tideland was completed. It was a huge project to build thousands of meters of sea dike from the area of Sinmi-ri to the area of Sokwa-ri, Suncheon County of North Pyongan Province. The soldier builders made devoted efforts to finish the project ahead of schedule. Successes are made at different units in the city of Pyongyang. The employees of the Pyongyang Kim Jong-suk Silk Mill are effecting innovations in the production of silk goods by fully displaying the spirit of collectivism. At the same time, they are actively conducting the multi-spindle tending campaign and the technical innovation movement conducive to the growth of production and quality improvement of the products. The Pyongyang Dental Hygiene Products Factory, which was highly estimated for its good business activities last year, is briskly conducting the campaign for increased production and economy drive with a higher goal for the development of new products and qualitative growth this year. The Pyongyang Bag Factory is also launching the mass movement for increased production while directing main efforts to strengthening its own technical forces so as to attain the goal for boosting the production 1.2 times as against last year. The Grand People's Study House is actively promoting the online refresher course for strengthening the technical forces of the regional industry factories. It recasts several subjects of the online refresher course so that the cities and counties can acquire more knowledge and techniques needed for developing and making the best use of economic resources and potentials peculiar to their regions. It pushes ahead in a planned way with the work to enroll scientists, technicians and field officials of many regional industry factories across the country in the online refresher training system in contact with officials concerned. It puts efforts into developing and introducing a comprehensive information service system for establishing and disseminating advanced sci-tech database of different fields, including agricultural production, animal husbandry, and fishing, in keeping with the regional characteristics of the cities and counties. Kim Ryo-won, an international security analyst of the DPRK, issued the following article: Japan's move to establish an independent mission in NATO is a dangerous act of adding new instability to the regional situation. Shortly ago, Japan officially opened its independent full-time mission in NATO under the pretext of strengthening security cooperation with NATO and promoting strategic solidarity between the Indo-Pacific region and the European and Atlantic regions. Japan set up its independent mission in NATO at a time when the security environment in the Asia-Pacific region is more seriously threatened due to the U.S. provocative military hegemony. This is a dangerous act of adding a new instability to the regional situation. Japan is extremely escalating the military tension in the region while tightening military confab and nexus with NATO outside the territory pursuant to the U.S. strategy for world domination to expand NATO's sphere of influence into the Asia-Pacific region. This is proved by the fact that Japan has regularly participated in the conspiracies sponsored by NATO from 2022, including the NATO summit. In particular, it conducted bilateral and multilateral military drills on some pretext in the Japanese archipelago and its surrounding waters and the Pacific Ocean with the US-led NATO member states last year. Japan is getting frantic with the bulk purchase of long-range strike missiles, including US-made air-to-air missiles and Tomahawk cruise missiles, by legalizing the possession of capability for making a preemptive attack and without a military spending. It is also getting hell-bent on securing the war camp by drawing NATO into the Asia-Pacific region. This is a critical development of the situation. All facts clearly prove once again that Japan, a war criminal state, is an anti-peace force threatening the Asia-Pacific region and the rest of the world through its admission to aggressive military blocs, undisguised arms build-up, and ceaseless war drills. The tightened nexus between Japan, the root cause of the region, which is sharpening assault for revenge while totally denying the past history of aggression crimes till now, 80 years after its defeat, and NATO, which is triggering off a war and armed conflict in different parts of the world under reckless expansionist policy, is a serious threat to international peace and security. Japan should bear in mind that as long as it brings the war cloud of reinvasion to the Asia-Pacific region in collusion with NATO, it will face strong counteraction and strategic isolation from neighboring countries. And that's the end of the news. This is Voice of Korea.
Now we present the immortal masterpiece, Where Are You, Dear General?, written by the great leader Kim Jong-il in 1971, when he was bringing about a revolution in the production of operas. Kim Jong-il created it as the theme song of the revolutionary opera, The Story of a Nurse, in the historic days of guiding its creation. The song, set in the past Fatherland Liberation War, impressively depicts the pure mentality of soldiers of the People's Army, determined to firmly believe in the great leader Kim Il-sung alone and remain loyal to him despite any hardships, while showing the warm inner world of a woman soldier, trying to be embraced in his bosom with longing for the supreme command where he is, even in the enemy-held areas full of difficulties and ordeals. Now here's light music for violin. Shine, Zhongil Peak. Now here is the song, Ardent Mind. As days go by, we feel yearning for him all the more, giving us a will and great strength to overcome all trials. Oh, longing for him, we spend days and months of loyalty. Warm and burning is the ardent mind, longing for the glorious day of emotion. Now here's orchestral music, will be loyal down through generations.
Now you will appreciate the male chorus, "Long Live the Workers' Party of Korea."
new regional development policy of the Workers' Party of Korea and its future tasks. The 11th enlarged plenary meeting of the 8th Central Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea was held from December 23rd to 27th last year. The respected Comrade Kim Jong-un, General Secretary of the Workers' Party of Korea, presided over the plenary meeting. The plenary meeting discussed on the new regional development policy of our party and its future tasks as its third agenda item. The 19th enlarged meeting of the Political Bureau of the 8th Central Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea, held in January last year, established the Regional Development 20x10 policy for further boosting the elementary material and cultural living standard of the people across the country with 10 years as a term by building modern regional industry factories in 20 cities and counties in succession every year, with the party and the government taking full responsibility, and took concrete measures for its implementation. Last year, new factories, the first creations in the efforts for regional rejuvenation, commensurate with the idea, national power, and the level of civilization of our times, were flawlessly built under the wise leadership of the Workers' Party of Korea. At the same time, a modern offshore farm, a new model of offshore farming, was built in the city of Sinpo on the east coast, accelerating the work in every way for great and excellent experience for the coastal cities and counties to live on with their own efforts, and for actively promoting and spurring the distinctive development and growth of the regional economy. At the plenary meeting, Kim Jong-un said that only when the aforesaid construction projects are completed correctly and in a practicable way, so that they can be operated smoothly at the present stage, can we surely provide a firm basis for regional development and open up a dynamic phase in which cities and counties can simultaneously undergo a change and rejuvenation. And he proposed to the plenary meeting that the party's new regional development policy formally include the construction of advanced public health facilities, scientific, educational, and leisure facilities, and grain management facilities in parallel with that of regional industry factories. The plenary meeting unanimously adopted a decision on hastening the comprehensive rejuvenation of the state by vigorously pushing ahead with the implementation of the new regional development strategy.
So far, you've been listening to an article under the title New Regional Development Policy of the Workers' Party of Korea and its Future Tasks. This is Voice of Korea. We now present the light music for violin. Prosper the Era of the Workers' Party.
Now here's a female quartet and Pangchang. Happy Tomorrow.
날마다 커가는 세월 오늘 이렇게 좋네 우리의 내일 도토리 앞당기던 멋진 내일 감미로운 우리의 내일 눈앞에 기다리는 행복인데 우리 왜 못 이루랴 어느덧 뿌리야 핏땀으로 갖고 온 우리 결심하면 모든 것을 다 이룰 자신이 있다네 앞당기던 멋진 내일 광기로운 우리의 내일 눈앞에 기다리는 행복인데 우리 왜 못 이루랴 선담을 누리 영광의 시대는 우리 성문으로 가슴 펴고 정착의 발걸음 내딛어 앞당기던 멋진 내일 광기로운 우리의 내일 눈앞에 기다리는 행복인데 우리 왜 못 이루랴 앞당기던 멋진 내일 광기로운 우리의 내일 눈앞에 기다리는 행복인데 우리 왜 못 이루랴 눈앞에 기다리는 행복인데 우리 왜 못 이루랴
Now we present the female trio and chorus. Let's love our country.
Dear listeners, with this we conclude the English language service of Voice of Korea from the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Voice of Korea presents its English language service for Europe between 15 and 16 hours UTC, between 18 and 19 hours UTC, between 21 and 22 hours UTC, and between 13 and 14 hours UTC on 7,570 kHz and 12,015 kHz. For North America, between 15 and 16 hours UTC and between 13 and 14 hours UTC on 9,435 kHz and 11,710 kHz. And for Northeast Asia, between 4 and 5 hours UTC and between 6 and 7 hours UTC on 7,220 kHz, 9,445 kHz, and 9,730 kHz. Goodbye, this is Pyongyang.